Howdy boys, it's NPC and today we're going to be customizing the Pegassi Reaper, which is supposed to be based off of the Lycan Hypersport. This is probably one of the worst adaptations of a vehicle that's ever been added into online. This does not look like the Hypersport at all. It looks like a fucking Lamborghini except for maybe the lights. The only car that I think has a worse adaptation than this one is the Emperor ETR1. It looks like a fucking fish when it's supposed to look like the Lexus LFA. I will be bitching about that one forever until they fix it because the LFA deserves so much better. But enough of that. We're here to customize the Pegassi Reaper, which although it doesn't look like the Lycan Hypersport, I think it looks super fucking sexy. I just think it's so like clean and menacing. It's got a really nice shape to it. But we'll talk more about that after we customize it. First up, we're going to do our armor and brakes and engine. For lights, we're going to xenon those. Wow, this car really has no... It's not my first time customizing it, but it really has no customization. I actually thought there would be like a hood option at least. For plate, we're going to make it yellow on black. For the respray, I mean, of course, red is going to look good on it. I'm really not sure what to do for the... the gasoline green. That came out of nowhere, and I think it looks beautiful. I think the blues would look nice as well. What about, like, that bleached brown is super clean, actually. That looks so fucking good. Cream looks nice as well, and so does white. I think I'm really liking what I was seeing with the gasoline green, sea green. No, I think I like the gasoline green a little more. It's a little brighter. Oof, that looks so sexy. For a pearlescent, I think we're just going to leave it, to be honest. I don't know what it is, but it looks really good, and I don't want to ruin the color. For a secondary color, what does this change? The stitching of the car, except the seats have to stay orange. That's fucking stupid. I think we're just going to have to go ahead and match that, as long as it doesn't like ruin anything else. There's the engine part in the back. What is that, a yellow? No, it looks like an orange, like a bright orange. Looks a little goofy that we can see the color block of the engine in the back. I wonder if maybe we can make that yellow at least to match the text of the license plate a little more. Does that stand out too much? They're not making this easy for us. You know what? I'm just gonna avoid all of those problems and make it a black. No color issues. For a spoiler, we can throw in a low-level wing, high-level spoiler, or a carbon wing. I'm liking the high-level spoiler. I think that one's got a pretty cool shape. For suspension, we're just going to drop it down to sport because that's the lowest we can go. Transmission, maxed, turbo, tuned, and onto the wheels. The stock wheels of this vehicle look incredible. If I could, I think I would throw on the Forge Star or the Modern Mesh, because these are just really good looking rims, kind of similar to the stock ones. We might just have to leave the rims stock, honestly. That's the issue that I've always had with the Reaper, is that the rims are so fucking sexy and there's no replica for them. No other rims look good. Oh, this car is so frustrating. Okay, you know what? Carbon solars actually don't look bad. Maybe for, you know what? For the sake of just changing the rim, because I know everyone leaves the rim stock because they look so good. Honestly, I would too if we could black them out. I do like that they're dark already, but I do just want to make the rims carbon. So I think I'm going to go with carbon solars. And then for the wheel color, do we have a gasoline green to match that with? The only green that they don't have. Nice. I'm going to make that a carbon black. And then for tires, we're going to bulletproof those. Tire smoke. I feel like the car is standard looking enough to where we don't need to throw on black tire smoke. Actually, you know what? I will go with the black tire smoke so that it doesn't look as standard. And then lastly, for the windows, I'm going to do a light tint so that we can see the interior a little bit. I don't want the black to be too overbearing. And that's it. That is the entire build. Let's take it out. Here's the sound test for you guys. It's got a little bit more of a standard sound than some of the recently customized vehicles. Like, why does this one sound standard, but the Karen Boar, which is just a fucking, it's like a compact semi-truck, sounds like one of the best cars in the game? Like, this is supposed to be the Lycan Hypersport, you know? This is supposed to be this, like, sick hypercar. But regarding this vehicle's performance, the Reaper doesn't do too bad in a straight line. Unfortunately, that's about all it has going for it. The handling is pretty sticky. I think the car, it does like to hold itself in the corners and stuff, but if you get that back end to kick out, like over a bump or something, it really fishtails and it takes a minute for it to get going again. The acceleration on this vehicle is unfortunately not like the greatest thing ever. I would say it takes until like 4th gear to really get up to speed. And granted, it's not the worst supercar in the world. The only consistency it will provide is like when you get that back end to spin out, you will have a hard time to get going again. That's I don't know if I seem a little passionate to you guys while explaining this vehicle. I'm frustrated because when it first released with the CEO offices with finance and felony, I loved this vehicle. Visually, it was my favorite car. I really tried to like driving it for as long as I could, but there's no customization. It's not personalizable. It's got weird handling. As grippy as it is, it's not great for all kinds of terrains. It's just like, you're not seeing the worst of it because we're on flat ground where it's supposed to be. As I was saying earlier in the video, this car doesn't look like the Lykan Hypersport. It looks more like a Lamborghini than anything else, in my opinion. I don't know what this back end is supposed to be. That's a bit of an ETR moment right there. Like, what the f is going on with the back end? It looks so squished on the inside. I didn't really see it before, but like, I guess if you don't focus on the taillights too much, it doesn't look all that bad. I like how the back fenders fan out really nicely, and the front is just so clean and menacing looking. I would say the biggest issue with this car is what it could have been compared to what it actually is, and that's just disappointing to think about. If you guys are looking to grab a Reaper, you can find it under the two-door section of Legendary Motorsport, kind of like midway down, a little past the midway marker of what's currently on the site, and it's on sale for $1.1 million, down from 1.6. Is this vehicle worth your money? I think if you guys like the look of it while it's on sale, then maybe it's worth your money. That's really up to you. Just know that the handling is finicky, and there's not a whole lot of customization you can do to the car, but it's still a good looking car, so do with that information what you will. But if it's not on sale, I don't think this car is worth getting. It's in the bottom tiers of supercars, and there's other Lamborghinis like the Toro XO that look just as good, if not better, and have far better customization and performance, so I think your money is better spent elsewhere. As sad as it is to say, because this car could have been so fucking good. It's got a cool ass name too, the Reaper. I'm so sad. But that's gonna wrap it up for this customization. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video, comment down below, and let me know what you thought of my build and what you think about the Reaper. Sub to the channel if y'all are new. There will be more videos like this coming out in the very near future, and that's about it. So take care, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace!